What happens when your best friend explodes in the sky and suddenly you're the hero everyone's talking about? Welcome back to Gen V, where Luke's fiery suicide has left Godalkin University scrambling for damage control. Episode 2 doesn't let you breathe. It throws Marie into the spotlight she never wanted while dark secrets bubble beneath the surface. This is first day, and trust me, nobody's having a good one. The episode opens with Luke's friend standing at ground zero, staring at the bloodstain where their golden boy literally rained down on campus. But here's where it gets twisted. While they're mourning, Vaught's PR machine is already spinning the story. Ashley and the corporate vultures craft a beautiful lie. Luke died heroically stopping a terrorist attack. They erase Professor Brink's murder. They erase Luke's breakdown. And they paint Marie as the freshman hero who stepped up when tragedy struck. The truth? Luke killed his mentor and exploded from psychological pressure. The official story? Luke saved lives, and Marie's the brave new face of Godalkin University. This is how the system works. Death becomes marketing, trauma becomes brand management, and grieving students become props in a corporate narrative. Marie wakes up to find herself thrust into the top 10 rankings, the first freshman ever to achieve this honor. Sounds amazing, right? Wrong. She's getting interviewed on live television, with reporters asking about her heroic actions during the terrorist attack. Marie knows the truth, but she's trapped in this lie that's supposedly honoring her. The worst part? She has to smile and play along while her guilt eats her alive. She couldn't save Luke. She couldn't stop the real tragedy. But now she's being celebrated for surviving it. Dean Indira Shetty takes Marie under her wing, offering guidance and mentorship. On the surface, Shetty seems caring and supportive, but there's something calculating in her eyes, like she's studying Marie rather than helping her. Meanwhile, Marie learns something devastating. Vaught contacted her sister Annabeth, the only family she has left, and Annabeth wants nothing to do with her. The system gives Marie fame, but takes away the only relationship that matters. While Marie is dealing with unwanted fame, Emma's struggling with her own demon. She's in acting class, being ignored and treated like she's invisible, which is ironic for someone whose power literally makes her shrink. Enter Justine Garcia, a classmate who seems friendly and supportive. She partners with Emma when others won't, listens to her problems, and becomes a friend Emma desperately needs. But here's where trust becomes poison. Emma opens up about her eating disorder, how she has to throw up to shrink, how her powers are literally tied to her trauma around food and body image. It's the most vulnerable thing she could share. Justine seems understanding, even supportive. Emma finally feels like someone gets her struggle. Then Justine betrays her in the cruelest way possible. She posts Emma's secret online, exposing her eating disorder to the entire internet. Emma's most private pain becomes public humiliation. The confrontation is brutal. Emma's rage isn't just about betrayal. It's about having her trauma weaponized against her by someone she trusted. Andre and Kate refuse to accept the official story about Luke's death. They know their friend, and they know something drove him to madness. Andre is consumed by guilt. He was Luke's best friend, and he missed all the signs. How do you live with yourself when your closest friend explodes in front of you, and you never saw it coming? Kate's approach is more strategic. She starts digging through Luke's belongings, looking for clues about what haunted him. Her mind control powers make people forget she was ever there, the perfect ability for an investigation. They find something that changes everything. A secret recording that reveals Luke's visions of his brother Sam weren't hallucinations. Sam is real, he's alive, and he's being held in a hidden facility called The Woods. This isn't just about Luke anymore. It's about a conspiracy that goes to the heart of Godalkin University. Students aren't just being educated here. Some are being imprisoned. During her televised interview, Marie faces an impossible choice. The interviewer asks about other students who might have been involved in the incident. Marie knows Jordan tried to help Luke, tried to calm him down before the explosion. She could tell the truth and drag Jordan into this nightmare, or she could lie to protect them. She chooses to lie, withholding Jordan's involvement. But this lie comes at a cost. The interview makes Marie a star, but every word feels like glass in her mouth. She's becoming the face of something she never wanted to represent. Andre breaks away from Kate to search Professor Brink's office alone. Using his magnetic powers, he manipulates locks and security systems, turning his abilities into tools for uncovering truth. What he finds in Brink's files is horrifying. Documents about the Woods, records of students who disappeared, and evidence that professors are complicit in these disappearances. Brink wasn't just Luke's mentor. He was part of the system that drove Luke insane. The man Luke killed in desperation was one of his tormentors. But Andre's investigation attracts attention. Campus security is closing in, and he realizes he stumbled onto something much bigger and more dangerous than he imagined. Just when capture seems inevitable, Kate arrives to save him. She uses her mind control powers on the security guards, making them forget they ever saw Andre. Kate's rescue of Andre comes at a terrible price. She's been overusing her mind control powers throughout the episode, erasing memories, manipulating people, pushing her abilities beyond their limits. The human brain isn't meant to control other minds constantly. Every time Kate uses her power, it takes a toll on her own mental state. As she and Andre make their escape, the strain finally breaks her. She collapses in Andre's arms, having a full seizure from the neurological damage she's inflicted on herself. Andre holds her, watching the person who just saved him convulsing from the effort. It's a brutal reminder that every power comes at a cost, and heroism often means destroying yourself to save others. The episode ends with Andre cradling an unconscious Kate, both of them knowing they've discovered something that could get them killed, and that Kate might have permanently damaged herself to uncover it. So what's First Day really about? It's about how institutions weaponize tragedy for their own benefit. Luke's suicide becomes a terrorist attack. Marie's trauma becomes a marketing campaign. Emma's eating disorder becomes content for public consumption. Students disappearing becomes business as usual. Godalkin University doesn't just cover up scandals, it transforms them into opportunity. Every tragedy becomes a chance to create new heroes, new narratives, new ways to maintain control. Marie's in the top 10 now, but at what cost? She's trapped in a lie, isolated from her family, and surrounded by people who see her as a symbol rather than a person. The woods are real, Sam is alive, and the conspiracy goes deeper than anyone imagined. But investigating the truth might cost Kate her sanity and put everyone in mortal danger. Next episode, we'll see how far this rabbit hole really goes, and whether our heroes can survive learning the truth about the place they call school. Drop your theories about what's happening in the woods, and let me know if you think Marie can stay true to herself while playing Vaught's game. Because in Gen V, the first day is never really over. It's just the beginning of a much longer nightmare. Drop your theories in the comments. Hit that like button if this recap blew your mind like Luke blew up campus. And I'll see you next time as we dive deeper into this beautifully twisted nightmare. Because in Gen V, the real monsters aren't the ones with powers, they're the ones running the school.